Hi, it's Kip K from Make Magazine, back with another weekend project. I'm here in Woodbury, Tennessee, standing next to a pecan tree. And pecans are just a wonderful little nut. The problem is they're very hard, and they require a little bit of crushing in order to actually break into the pecan so that you can get to the good stuff inside. Well, I'm here to show you a very cool homemade pecan crusher. Let's take a look. Okay, so I'm here with Terry Dove, who has built this very cool pecan crusher, and we're going to find out a little bit about it. Terry, how's it going?
Hey, Kip, it's going very well, thank you.
So tell me about this pecan crusher that you invented here, and tell me a little bit about it.
My friend loaned me his generic pecan cracker, and so after looking at the way that thing worked, I decided that I would take on a personal challenge to find junk in my garage and
Which
build
it
one.
looks like there's some here. Looks like there's a little bit here.
Well, I must apologize first and foremost because I did the cardinal sin and called the man cave a garage. I looked around the man cave to find junk that I could make, no money invested whatsoever. And so my theology is the thrill is in the hunt. And so from this to this.
All right, so tell me about some of the components that are where you started, and maybe what some of the junk originated from, and how you did this thing.
Well, we have some standard big bolts. I have parts from file cabinets, brackets, regular generic brackets, plate steel, just junk from around the shop here that I've collected over the last 20 years. And I decided no welding, just bolt it together and see what you can make.
So these bolts, you had some bolts here. You got the bolts handy that were like the test bolts that you started with?
Well, as a matter of fact, I do.
Yeah, and now what was the deal on these? And you just drilled the heads out on those?
Yes, you can see from my high dollar drill press system, I took some endemic bits, used a lot of oil, and a slow process to drill out the pit, similar to the factory built one.
Gotcha. And so why did you end up not using these?
What I found was that the pressure on the side of the pecan hull was too dispersed, and I wanted to drill a smaller hole so that the pressure of the compression would be on the end of the pecan, not the sides.
Gotcha. Now, you have a bunch of pecans here, right?
Yes.
So let's test one out. And
would you like to see the
yeah, let's see
manufactured one?
Sure. See it in the original version.
I have my cheater bar.
Yep, little torque. Okay.
Gives you much better control.
All right.
And about 80% of the time you can get both halves.
Ah, perfect.
80% of the time.
Yeah.
My first endeavor with this, I could make the best pecan puree on the planet.
It would just crush it too much?
Yes. Now I've got it down to where I can adjust it to where it won't go any further.
Ah.
And I have good result. Right now I'm at 50-50, but the thrill is adjusting this thing to where it will be more consistent in breaking out the meat instead of pulverizing the meat.
So what are you going to do now? What additional modifications are you going to do to this? What are you going to do this to make it different or better or what?
I'm going to replace the slide areas from metal to neoprene washer slides. And so it'll be a work in progress for several months, maybe even till next year. But I wanted to go ahead and get a working prototype because my pecans are coming into season in the next 2 weeks. So middle part of October to last part of October they drop like flies. And one tree last year, I got over 200 pounds of these pecans. This year we've had a lot more rain, so the pecans are more plump and juicy. I hope they're as sweet as they were last year.
Okay, so next time, possibly when we come back, maybe you'll have this motorized?
Yes, and spring-loaded.
Press of a button and it does it?
Well, I'm going to work on hydraulics.
Hydraulics, okay. Well, there you have it. It's the Pecan Crusher. The Pecan Crusher straight from Woodbury, Tennessee in Terry Dove's man cave. And we'll see you next time with another weekend project.